Well, hello my friends, welcome to episode 2, where on the agenda today we will glance, gaze and ponder over a sensational top tier title for the Super Nintendo, Donkey Kong Country. Developed, created by Rare and circulated nearly 20 years ago, but it is still just as magnificent and enjoyable it was the day it came out. As we took to an adventure covering the homeworld of Donkey Kong Island, where we had to comb through the levels in the hunt for our stolen hoard of bananas in what would also be a challenging and deadly environment to play in. Donkey Kong Country not only set a satisfying difficulty, but it also held an unprecedented amount of secret passages, hidden chambers and bonus areas for you to discover. But of course, we are here for the errors, as this is cartridge tilting and glitches. At any point or time during your game save, whether you be halfway through, at the final boss or just starting out, these glitches will all work. So in World 1 of Congo Jungle, there are 3 areas upon the overview map where you can inflict a glitch that will allow you to skip to World 3 of Vine Valley, and they are simply located on the paths between the levels and features of Jungle Hijinks and Ropey Rampage, Cranky's Cabin and Reptile Rumble, and finally Coral Capers and Funky Flights. Now, as you travel on the paths connecting any of these 3 links, you should mash all the buttons together, but more to the point, do it just as your character Diddy or Donkey Kong reaches the bend in the path. If you are successful, you'll be whisked off to World 3, where you are immediately thrown into action amongst the midway point of the level of Orang Utang Gang. Though from here on out it's a fairly long old trek to the next save, as you cannot backtrack to Candy's save point. One of my favourite levels of all time in any game features early on in World 2 and is known as Minecart Carnage, and constantly reminds me of Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom. So for this second glitch to work, you must have reached the halfway point and both characters must have died. Straight after re-entering the level, and just as either Donkey Kong or Diddy break out of the barrel, press Y and B rapidly together, which will now result in you being able to fly down the rest of the course. But unfortunately you cannot pass through the tunnel at the end, as this still requires a minecart. The third glitch in question also entails reaching the halfway point of a level, and in this case any stage will do, but you must have both characters in play. After activating the midway marker, let either character be hit so that you need to use a DK barrel. Once you have acquired one, throw the barrel but do not let it smash. Instead, quickly press start to pause and then press select to exit. Next, re-enter the level and this time let your character die by being hit by an enemy and not by falling down into a pit. As soon as you are hit, the game will perform the typical death scene, but this time your character will become stuck in mid-air and results in you having to reset the game. The last glitch today looks in upon something truly odd, and that lurks in the game's very first level, Jungle Hijinks. Once the level is underway, head on through past the midway point and stop when you reach Rambi's crate. Next, smash it open, hop onto Rambi the Rhino, then head on back to the beginning of the stage. Once there, hop off Rambi, though it's probably best to leave him near the second and third giant red leaves, then climb the steps to the left so you can reach the treetops, where there is an arrow made up of bananas pointing downwards. Drop down where the marker suggests to receive a metal keg. Now using Donkey or Diddy, chuck the keg towards the steps so that it will roll back towards you after it hits the wall. As it approaches, jump on top of it and hold Y. When it reaches Rambi, press B as if you were going to jump on his back. Now once upon him, let go of Y, where Rambi will now turn into the character you are using. Though both look a lot older, greyer and more metallic like, which is very strange to say in the least, and Donkey Kong's face just says it all. Here I am. You must